Hey everybody, and welcome back to the channel. We are ready to go with our Let's Get Dragons 2.0 build that Carmen and I worked on a few days ago, so I'm just excited to get into the games. How are you feeling about the build now that we've had a little time just to feel it out? What do you think, Carmen?
Yeah, I think it's better than the original deck that I had built. It's similar, but there's other cards that we have put in, um, and I think it did actually work out a little better than my original deck did.
Sweet. Let's get it. I'm excited to load this up since I never play Jace. This will be a fun experience for both of us.
Yeah, let's do it.
Jace versus Ashiok.
I'm telling you, everyone is playing Ashiok. I played against this thing like 7 times today.
Yeah,
Oh,
Three,
yeah,
well,
yeah.
one, fight!
It's a new fad going on
let's
right
see what
now.
we can do. Yeah, this looks fine.
Probably don't need two anticipates, right?
No, I agree with your mulligan. That's good.
Let's see what you have in mind.
Time to face your fears.
Seek knowledge.
Yeah, interesting. So they've got. So I guess they're running Death Shadow potentially if they're running this land.
I'm gonna assume that's probably one of their cards.
Yeah. I mean, definitely a reasonable thing to do in Ashiok.
Yeah, 13/13s are
Yeah.
pretty good to have.
And you got ways of draining, so it kind of buffers your life total. So,
Right.
alright.
Um, guess we just familiar here.
Yeah, pretty down to get that rolling. It's kind of how I always feel about the
Seeker.
class cards. Is kind of just want to get them moving, as especially with wizard class, because you do want to get to the um the the 6 mana spell.
Keep a secret.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
You
And
just take that.
yeah, just take it to. No good blocks for us, sadly. Um, we do want to keep our life total pretty high against Ashiok, but only so much can be helped. I think it's probably just attack with our flyer and play our apprentice. We could wait
Sounds
on
good
the
to me.
apprentice, but I'd rather get it on the board now. Yeah.
I'm just getting started. I've got a plan.
Give us a nice, decent blocker.
Yeah.
Must perfect one's craft.
I find the apprentice is kind of the most annoying class card from Jace besides Repulse. Like Remand, you can kind of play around. It's not the end of the world, but just having a big wall that has 3 power is very nice.
All right.
Okay, not a bad turn from our opponent here. Okay, so if we block Scorpion, he's gonna get the token or the fatal infection and do that later. I think it's close here. I kind of prefer this block. I like that.
Yeah.
We could choose to block
he
next
could just
turn.
he could just fatal infection that next turn.
Yeah, I kind of like delaying the block a little bit here. So they got a few nightmares in our deck. Not too much we can do about that. Okay, so we've got 4 mana. I mean, I'm pretty down to signature spell, see what we hit, and then maybe hold up Remand. Okay, well, Flame Shot looks pretty dang good here. I mean, it's close because both Dragon and Sarah's Judgment answer the Death Shadow pretty well, but we also have Repulse for that. So I think Flame Shot is gonna be really good here.
Boundless potential.
Hold Remand up.
Yeah. So the question is, do we want to attack here? I think the answer is no.
Yeah, I
Just
wouldn't.
hold Remand up. We could
Yeah.
flame shot the Scorpion and the Flyer next turn. Yeah, we might miss on the Remand. Like, usually when I see Jace hold up 2 mana, I'm not too keen to play into it, but I think we can take 3. Yeah, it's not terrible. Yep, it's just gonna go double 2 drop. It's a good play, but our flame shot's a pretty huge blowout here.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, I think it's we could anticipate first if we just want to see what we'll hit, but I think after that we'll just flame shot. Huh. Okay. I like Jace's Apprentice, I think. I mean, it's either that or Repulse. I don't think Pyroclasm really matters here.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I think Apprentice is good.
We need. Yeah, I think we need a blocker.
But yeah, here we'll flame shot one of the Scorpions. And then I do think it's fine for us to attack here. Yeah, because either way, it's like we're going to be getting fatally infected.
Yeah.
Okay, chose to take the 3.
Where's our Transdecophobia? Oh, never mind.
That was freaking me out in the other game. I literally read that card like 5 times, and you're like, Tim, it just means he's gonna get you to 13 and then kill you. That's all it says.
Right.
And I was like, I was like, wait, why is it telling me I can gain a life? Like, what? So for our viewers, we're playing some Magic Arena, and there's like a Triskaidekaphobia enchantment. So I was like having the hardest time. So I like attacking first. I think that's just good.
I'm probably just Apprentice.
Right. So there's
Dragon?
That's what I'm inclined to do. They're definitely going to fatally infect the dragon. I don't really know that we can afford to play around that.
Yeah.
So I would just play it out, and we do have the option to unsummon our own dragon to dodge fatal infection. I don't know.
Right.
I don't know if we need to do that because they're pretty low on life here, and we might just be able to kind of repulse them out and give them a bit of a hard time. God, I hate how many visual effects happen with Ashiok. It's so annoying. Interesting. I mean, it's probably just slam Elemental Mastery after we attack, right? Like, yeah. We just attack with everything. They don't have any good blocks. And I really like that we haven't used our Repulse because it's going to be really important that we land that for Death Shadow.
Yeah.
Same with Unsummon as well. And this is tough for them. I mean, they have to really consider their life total now. So they probably block with one of the Scorpions, block with their lifelink to gain the life up front. Okay, interesting.
Okay.
Yep. All right, pass.
That
Pass
was
the
different.
turn. Yeah, I don't really know why they're holding this Scorpion so much. Like I probably would have cashed it in by now, but maybe they just have a different plan. Okay. There's the old Death Shadow. But we've got a lot of ways to... Ooh, jeez, that's an even better way to answer it,
I
honestly.
think we just Trickster that.
Yeah, I think it's just Trickster and send with everyone.
You look silly.
They'll trade the Scorpion, but that's fine. They're taking 5. And then probably just hold up Remand Negate, right?
Yep.
Seems good. Yep, there you go. Now you block. Get the Fatal Infection. So the Negate is going to eat a Fatal Infection, but I think that's good. But I think they have 2 in their hand, right? Or did they already? No, they used.
Nope, I
They
already
used
used
the
it
other one.
on the dragon.
Oh, that was.
That's nice for us.
That was good. I would not have led with that if my opponent has 4
held
mana
up.
against Jace. Yeah, I don't think that that's the correct move. I mean, I guess the thinking, well, now that I think about it, they're like, okay, if they have Remand, I'd rather get my thing remanded. But, like, that is an interesting interaction between Negate and Remand. Huh.
Probably
I think we take 2 because we can unsummon, right?
Yeah.
To pressure them
So
a
I was
little bit
thinking.
more. Yeah. I mean, if that's all they have, we're probably just going to go. Okay, that's annoying. Alright, I mean, we want to make another elemental here, so yeah, I think it's unsummon, anticipate, and then probably repulse. Ooh, Isochron Scepter, I think. Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah. I would have taken the Scepter. I think we
I was
want
just
that.
thinking getting a 0-cost creature out.
Yeah, I just don't think a 3/2 really matters on the board. Like, I think you'd rather have 2 cards off of Isochron Scepter. But that's okay. Just grab the
True.
Repulse.
Problem solving is my specialty.
At this point in the game, like a 0 mana 3/2 just doesn't matter that much. Okay, well. I guess now it is better to have.
Will that take all the nightmares out because it's new cards?
We're gonna find out because I honestly have 0 idea. So we play both of our creatures, right? So that we can Dragon Transformation next turn.
Absolutely.
All right. Let's see how this works.
Call the elements.
Okay, yep, there's the Elemental Mastery.
So he's in trouble right now.
Yeah.
A lot of trouble.
We're gonna see.
Let's hope. So we got 16 nightmares. Well,
Jeez.
okay, we got 12
Just
nightmares in there.
Hit with these nightmares. All right. Transform.
It did. It did take the nightmares out.
Oh. Well, we lose, though, sadly. But that's okay. So the dragons don't get haste.
Nope.
I don't think I realized that. Alright, well. Ashiok getting
That's
us with,
bad.
like, multiple 4 drain. Like, I think he had 2 or 3 plus drain turns on us, which really hurt. Unfortunately. So.
Yeah, because he's got 5/4 with sneak.
Yep.
We lose.
Yep.
It's okay though. That was a good learning experience. That if you do Dragonic Transformation, it takes all the nightmares out.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Because they just become different cards. That's really
Right.
interesting. I mean, generally, I would say Ashiok should win most control matchups. So, I don't really think
Yeah,
it's any surprise that we lost, but it was definitely a close
No.
game.
It's because that control is pretty. It's slow. It's waiting for its late game to win, and
I'm great at mind games.
Ashiok is very late game.
There's one card that I did see. I played against it today. I was thinking about, which is it's like something Artificer. It's like the 3/2 for 2 that puts a charge on an artifact in your hand. And Jace was running Academy and Isochron and stuff like that, and I did like the idea of getting more card advantage off of your artifacts, but yeah, this looks good. I guess assuming this is Reanimator,
Not going to hold
We should be okay, because we've got a lot of bounce spells to kind of make it...
Reanimator with a regular land.
It's possible. I mean, could just be aggro, but I feel like most of the time we see Reanimator.
Yeah.
Pixie Trickster is a nice one to have against them if it is Reanimator.
Well, let's see if he puts Break a Leg up.
Scalper Stand.
Oh, it's Casino or
Wait,
Roulette.
why would we... Interesting. Okay.
It's Roulette.
Okay. Yeah, I guess Extract Sample is good.
So it's like a demon zombie deck.
Okay.
It's got
I've never heard of this, so I have no idea.
Death Shadow in it.
Oh. Okay, Anticipate. Looks decent here. Guess Wizard's familiar into... Oh, yeah, I think I like Wizard's Familiar a little bit better than Zndrsplt. Dang. I was hoping we'd go in the Anticipate, but that's okay. Let's see. Another Scalper Stand.
Okay, he's got a Hellion, huh?
So we're thinking about reanimating that, I guess. Yeah, yeah, I think... Okay, it's probably Drag Under? It's a decent answer to some of what they're doing. I think you probably play Zndrsplt here. Okay, Great Disturbance is fine. Okay, Bag of Devouring. Oh boy, alright. Alright, they're digging for that Zombify. Alright. Down to just attack here, I guess. And then Anticipate, maybe. Oh yeah, I don't think we want to unsummon. Doesn't really do anything. Drake. Cerulean Dragon's not bad. If they have a removal spell, it sucks, but it's definitely a way to threaten them. Yeah, I like that.
The outcome is inevitable.
Yeah, unsummons and repulses we just have to save for their big threats. Okay. Got plenty of stuff in the graveyard. Alright. Yeah,
Oh god.
that is rather unfortunate that they hit that one. Damn. Well, I think it's okay. I guess we just take the 10, because there's really no point in blocking. So they get another one in their deck. We can Pixie Trickster it. We can extract it, then Trickster if we want our own version of it. Actually have a lot of options here, but I think it's probably best to just Trickster I would Trickster the Hellion and then maybe hold up Remand. I think that's what we want to do.
You look silly.
Yeah. I think
And then
that's...
attack below.
Yeah, this is fine. Okay, negates. Actually, now I would undo the Remand and I would hold up negate instead. Yeah, nice. Hopefully we could snag like a Zombify or something. Wow, they drew the Hellion. Okay, man. Smart player to bait it out. Yep. Jeez. I mean, all right. So we've got the drag under. Yeah, I mean, we just take 10 again. Sucks, but I can't believe they drew the other one also in their hand and had that. Alright, so we definitely have to drag under. And then I think we have to hold up Remand. And, I mean, if we want to pressure, we can extract sample. Yeah, I think that's a good play. Okay. Oh, it's going to come down to this turn for sure. If they have the Zombify, there's nothing we can do. But if they don't have the Zombify, then maybe we are okay.
We will see.
Man, these unsummons did nothing, unfortunately, into Hellion. Okay. Yeah. Okay, I'm glad they're not playing Hellion. That's good. Or like zombifying it back or whatever.
Right.
Interesting build of Liliana, though. Okay, well, we could just try and... Yeah, I'm pretty down. Maybe just try and deal as much damage as possible. It's either Isochron or Anticipate. How much... So we draw another card, it's become 7, 8... I guess that's as big as we can do it. Oh man, it's close. Yeah, I think let's go Anticipate here. Try and get as much damage off the Drake as possible.
Anticipate again.
Anticipate again. If we hit negate, that would be good. Okay, I will take the repulse, I think. But I think... So let's see. That's 8, 9, 10, 11. Jeez, we're so close, actually. 8, 9, 10, 11. We get to 12. Yeah, the question is, do we want double Remand here, or do we want...
Actually, we probably do.
Okay, I think, yeah, let's just attack here. I mean, we're going to get them really close to dead. Just depends on what we hit. Okay, nice. Good pre-combat Remand.
Bad news, friend.
Oh, okay, thanks for the error. Wow. If we had unsummoned, we won there.
Yep.
I guess I should have considered that line a little bit more. Yeah, that was probably a play mistake. Okay.
Bad
Oh.
news, friend.
Don't have it. Okay, they don't. Okay. Alright, we're not dead. Definitely not dead. We can also ultimate here.
Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Yeah, I mean, we can't transformation, but we can... I mean, I think I prefer to go... I mean, really all we can do is Elemental Mastery, Constrictor, and I guess if we want to unsummon the token, we can.
What about using our...
Yeah, we can use this. Use our passive.
So many possibilities.
Okay, not a terrible one. Yeah, I like unsummon. Might as well at this point.
Oh.
Alright.
It depends on this one turn right here.
Yep. Okay, yep, for the 3rd million Hellion.
Does he have a Zombify?
I think he could just cast the one in his hand, right? Oh, Grimoire.
You could just Grimoire.
Yep, that's enough to do it.
Thanks for the match.
Oh,
Wasn't a waste of time after all.
I guess we just had to go for it on that one turn. I should have thought about that a little bit more.
Child's play.
Really close game.
Was suboptimal.
Oh, Tim, I did say unsummon.
You did. No, I think, like, I was thinking, okay, we're probably not going to be able to do it. But then I realized if they, like you said, like if they had a pre-combat trick, like the ooze card, then we get to draw a card off Remand, and then the other card isn't there to block. So
Right.
let's
And then
just
it would've
we'll count that as a win.
Great
You
at
know,
mind games.
you won that. I just stopped you from winning it.
No, you're good. I mean, with these kind of games, you never know,
Well,
like, what's going to happen.
I think if that's any other Liliana deck, I think we should win. But the fact that it's playing Spawning Hellion is literally a card we don't have an answer to.
Right.
So, and the
Well,
fact
let's
that
do one more.
they only had one more in their deck and they drew it the following turn was pretty backbreaking. So,
Yeah. Let's
Yeah.
do one more.
yeah,
Try to
I'd
get
have
a
to
win.
do one more. Yeah, I just feel like these matches, I mean, 2 of them were very close, right, against Ashiok and Liliana. The Chandra one was
Yes.
pretty much over from the start, sadly.
It's not like we're getting really steamrolled by them.
No, they're definitely close.
Jace versus Davriel.
Okay. Depends on what kind of Davriel build. If it's aggro, it's going to be a bit tough for us, I think. But if
Yeah.
it's mid-range or control, I think we've got a pretty good shot.
Well, we don't need that.
Yep.
Probably these two.
That's good. Definitely don't want a 8-drop in our opening hand.
There we go.
Nice.
Let's see what you have in mind. Ah,
The sooner I'm rid of you, the sooner I go home.
Seek knowledge.
Okay, well. I like our hand.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Fiend.
Delicious morsel.
Just familiar, right?
It's close. I mean, Isochron getting something that might be able to answer the vampire, I think I like a little bit better. Oh, grudge match, yeah. So we just pass the turn this time, but then next turn I think... Well, next turn we could play the Apprentice, but I think Grudge Match will end up being pretty decent here.
Oh,
Okay. That's fine.
so I guess we're just doing Apprentice.
Yeah, we'll slam Apprentice. That's good.
Tim, you gotta go to sleep more.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm yawning. What time is it? It's not late. Yeah. I think a braid's fine. Play our Apprentice
no.
first. Yep,
Apprentice first.
there you go.
Starting.
I almost misplayed there.
It's all good.
So we could probably take the 2 and then grudge match it and not lose anything, right?
Well, I would just block with our... At this point, I would just trade our illusion for it.
Figment.
Or Figment, yeah. Whatever sort of non-real thing it is.
The blue dragon with 6 arms thing.
Exactly.
Alright, let's do familiar and then grudge match that.
I think I
Torch.
prefer to just abrade it because it's going to kill it. So I would abrade first, then play familiar to get the discount on the other 2. Grudge match, we can maybe hit something a little bigger now.
That is true.
We've got the Trickster for their shadow, which is definitely really good.
Oh, you think he's running Shadow, do you?
Just to call it an educated guess, you know. Okay, that's fine.
Made that cost 4.
Alright, I like start with Anticipate, see what we hit. Okay.
We could either play another Figment for free or Anticipate again.
I think I like... What's gonna matter more? I think I like Anticipate, actually. I think I'd rather us dig a little deeper. Yeah, I think let's Anticipate again. Oh, I would not grudge match that. I would grudge match our 3/6. We gotta take Signature Spell here, unfortunately. Yeah, I think this is a good play. It's between that or Signature Spell, but I think it's good to keep them behind on board.
Yep.
Because
We
then
need to win this turn.
every
or this
repulse that we get is just so much better. Because they takes them longer to get back. Okay, well they got 2 life linkers. That's annoying. But very glad we haven't seen a mutagen yet. So, yep. Let's see what we hit. Huh.
Probably a drag under for the shadows, right?
Yeah, it's an interesting choice. Like we could take Repulse, we could take Drag Under. I think Drag Under is just a good card for us to hold. Yeah, so I like that.
Boundless potential.
Question is, what do we want to do here?
I
I
mean,
don't-
we could.
I don't hate repulsing one of the tokens and attacking.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do.
Just like good tempo for us. Okay. We get to attack. Play our little crab. Nice. Alright, I mean, we've got 2 answers to shadows so far, which is really good.
I failed.
High risk, high reward.
And he's got 2 shadows, so.
Yeah.
You better be worth
Definitely have a pretty good... Ooh, well... Yep, that seems like the play.
Call the elements.
I don't see any other plays.
Okay, so they've got 2 total lifelinkers in their hand because we bounced the other one. Just always good to keep track of information that you already know.
Yes, sir.
They drew an extra card off of Firebolt, so.
Delicious morsels.
Okay, Bloodletter. Alright, well. Huh. I'm honestly thinking about using our ability here and playing like Zndrsplt. There's not really much else for us to do.
So many possibilities.
Well,
Okay,
let's
so
do this
yeah,
first.
yeah, I was gonna say.
Because it will change him.
All right, let's do it.
There we go.
Oh, dear
Which is going to be
God.
3. Yep.
Okay, that was pretty cool. Wow.
Anyone that's not flying, he does 3/2. Plus the face.
Okay, there's the mutagen. I imagine we're gonna see
So-
Shadow,
Yeah, I was going to say, we're going to see a shadow here.
but that's not gonna answer our flying creatures, so.
No, he kind of has. We have 14 in the air right now.
Yeah. We also have double removal, so.
Yeah. We'll unsummon that. Oh,
Yeah,
good game.
that's GG. Very nice. All right. That's
We ended on the win.
how you want to play Dragonic Transformation. Is ultimate and immediately draw it.
Just know that you top deck it and
Yeah.
then use the ultimate.
That's all you have to do is just top deck it. Like, it's pretty
I mean,
easy.
it's really easy.
Yeah.
A simple way of doing it.
Oh god. Okay. We were owed a decent game after 3 not so good games. Although 2 of them were very close. So,
I'm great at mind games.
I mean, so far we've never really like used Lava Wave or Blasphemous Act. So it's hard to tell how good that part of the red splash is.
Well, we didn't use really Born from Lightning either.
Yeah, Born I feel like is a bit awkward. Like, although it's really good with Elemental Mastery, right? I wonder if, like, honestly it's better to play something like Master of Possibilities.
So we didn't have the opportunity to play any of those 3 cards anyways.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think in, like, the spots we were in. I do think Lava Wave is still pretty decent in most of those games. Blasphemous Act is kind of like, it's a mixed bag. Sometimes it's good,
Yeah.
sometimes not so good. So I'm a little less, I think, into that card than I was.
That one's definitely a hit or miss.
Yeah. So I feel like there are definitely tweaks that could be made, but I mean, overall I'm pretty happy with, like, our land with School of the Wizard. Like, it just always hitting our land drop, and we always have a lot of card draw. I like Cerulean Dragon. I felt like that was a real way of winning one of those games.
Oh, yeah.
Pyroclasm has not made much of a difference so far, but
No. I mean, I haven't used Pyroclasm at all.
yeah, it's weird because, like, in theory, I feel like Pyroclasm and Lava Wave can do a decent bit of work against some of the mid-range decks, but I mean, Ashiok, it's not going to do much. Liliana, it's not going to do anything, really. So those 2 matchups, it wouldn't have really made a difference. Chandra, it doesn't really do that much unless they're full in on, X2s. Yeah, Pyroclasm honestly might just be a little too weak. But I don't know, because sometimes it's really, really clutch for bridging you into the mid game. Because you can make early damage trades with like Zndrsplt, Aether Figment, and like Jace's Apprentice and stuff like that, or even your Constrictors, and then you can Pyroclasm later. But yeah,
So
I think it would have to be
I would-
more games to know.
I would think probably taking Blasphemix Act out and then maybe putting in another Born from Lightning, because you don't really draw it with a one of, and it can be really good.
Summon a Rand.
So you know it can't be countered, but you can get like a big creature out of it that can actually do something. Maybe swing the game for you.
Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest thing Born Lightning has going for it is we can curve our School of the Wizard, like the final spell, into that, and that's
Right.
really good. Like, I think in an ideal world, you're playing the early game and jamming up the board and like staying alive, and then when you slam Elemental Mastery into Lightning, that's really good, right? You've got your 5/4 from the previous turn, you get another 5/4, and you get another random 7-cost creature.
So would you think 2 Born from Lightnings or 2 Dragonic Transformations?
I think it has to be one Dragonic Transformation. Like, I think 2 is just a little too sketchy.
Yeah, because you don't want an early game because it's just going to be a dead card until.
No, you really don't. Like, you get pretty punished if you draw that card before late game. So I think one of is correct. I guess the thing I'm questioning is, like, would we rather have 2 Lava Waves over 2 Pyroclasms? Would we rather play 1 Pyroclasm? I don't know. Because also
I
Lava
would say
Wave...
probably switch 1 Pyroclasm for maybe another Trickster.
Yeah, I could get behind that. I really like Trickster. I think the card's just incredibly good in the meta.
Oh, no, don't take it out. Put one in.
It sucks when you have it against, obviously, a deck like Chandra, but in every other matchup, for the most part, like unless it's super low to the ground aggro, the card does a ton of work.
I agree.
Yeah, I like this. I mean, the only other cards I'm thinking about is, like, would we want to run a build with Tolarian Academy? Would we want to run a card like Master of Possibilities? Would we want to run Arcanus? I think for this particular build, I would definitely be interested in us testing it a bit more. I think the version that I saw that I did like, which was blue-white or blue-red, had Panharmonicon, Arcanus, Tolarian Academy, Artificer, and like a bunch of ways to basically get a lot of bang for your buck out of kind of blue artifact synergies.
Yeah.
I do like that, but you know, it really just depends, and I feel like Lava Wave is still a good card. I think Pyroclasm in certain situation is a good card. So, and then Lightning is pretty good with Elemental Mastery. So.
Yeah, I don't have Master of Possibilities, but I do have Arcanus.
I think this. I mean, I like keeping this version. I like where we're sort of ending up, at least with this video. But yeah, I mean, I'm interested always to see if there's like a different kind of way to play the same Planeswalker. So hopefully we'll get some more games. Had some rough ones, but honestly, 2 out of 3 or 2 out of 4 were close. We won one, and then one of them was an auto loss to Chandra. But I think it's got potential.
Overall, I think it was pretty good, even though we lost most of them.
Yeah,
I do think that one of them we still should count as a win.
Yes, because I stopped you from winning the game. Because I was not thinking properly. So yeah, so really we went 50-50 if we're being generous here. And you know, if I it's this game is all about matchups, right? That's why even a small sample size of games doesn't really tell you a ton until you really look at the matchup breakdown. So like, I would not expect us to beat Ashiok. I would not expect us to be favored against Chandra. I think any other version of Liliana we are favored against, but we played against one with Helion, which is specifically a card we can't answer. Um,
Yes.
and then and then the last game was, you know, honestly the match I would expect to lose if they're playing the aggro build, which they kind of were, sort of. Um, but then we won that one. So it's like
Right.
it's hard to really
We-
know from those 4 games like what
You know,
underperformed.
we had all the answers for their drops, and then we top decked our Dragonic transformation, and just
That was sick. Yeah.
there was nothing that they could do.
That was very, very cool. Well, maybe we'll test some more and come back to the drawing board at some point. I do think it's a really fun way to play Jace. Like, there's just, I don't know, when things feel kind of stale, it's nice to play a deck that has like a different flavor to it that still seems competitive. Maybe it's not like going to be the most consistent, but I don't know. That last match was pretty sweet. Getting to get
Yeah.
Baragaz off of that. So, um,
This deck definitely is a lot of fun, and it can be semi-competitive. So
Yeah.
I think it's a decent deck.
I think to kind of close things out, I think that it's playing some really excellent cards right now. I think that Repulse is generally pretty good, unless you're playing against certain aggro decks, and I don't think the aggro decks are that strong right now. I think Pixie Trickster is excellent. I think Lava Wave is still a big headache. I think Pyroclasm and Jace's Apprentice can be pretty good answers to aggro. And then you've got a lot of early stuff to really gum up the ground, and I think Cerulean Dragon is an annoying card to deal with as well. And like Isochron's good, Unsummon can be very good. Like the core of the deck, I think, is doing some good things when we think about how control can go over the top of mid range, and I think that is kind of where things are headed because Garrick is just the best mid range deck. I think control is where you want to look to be able to beat Garrick. And I think that this has some of the tools to do it. So it's really, and it has an angle that's really hard to deal with. Like if you do what we did in that 4th game, I don't really know what you're supposed to do to deal with all those dragons. So
There's not much you can do, right?
not really. It seems like if you high roll that, it's going to be pretty hard to win the game. So yeah, I appreciate you, Karma, doing the some testing, and maybe we'll do some testing just like in the LGS Discord and see how it goes. But yeah, I think for anyone who is just wants to try a different flavor of Jace or just kind of a different flavor of control, I do think that it's like Karma said, it's definitely a lot of fun. So I think that's it for today. I will get the deck list or the deck code also to post, and yeah, appreciate everyone coming through. So
Yeah.
any closing thoughts, Karma, on your deck or how you're feeling about this season or what you're hoping to play?
Oof, man, this season is very dry. Very dry.
Yeah, we're
they
spicing it up with some dragons,
Yeah. So yeah, this is exactly what I wanted to do. I wanted to come at it, have some fun, try to liven some things up with the ladder. But yeah, overall it was really fun. I really enjoy doing these videos with you, and hopefully we can do it again real soon.
Yes, I hope so too. It's been quite a while since our Nahiri video, so I'm glad we're getting this up. So yeah, thanks for joining as always, Karma, and thanks folks for stopping by, and we will just catch you next time.